New job is allowing me to save $3,000 used a month. I'm not financially literate. I'm 19, always worked for low pay in the past and never really had more than a few $100 to my name, but now I'm taking home $4,500 after tax a month. With almost no expenses I can save the majority of this income. Right now I have about $8,000 sitting in my account. I don't know much about investing etc., but I want to invest the majority of my pay to beat inflation. Any tips? Good for you. What in the world though are you doing for work now that you went from penniless to having $3,000 a month after expenses each month? Put your savings into a HISA high-yield savings account while you figure out your long-term investment plan. Open up a HISA and then set up a recurring automatic transfer each month to move $3,000 from whatever account gets your paychecks into the HISA so you don't have to think about it. Several HISAs offer at least 4 right now. Check out Capital One and Ally for starters. You're smart enough to realize that you're not financially literate and search for answers. You're already doing more than 95% of people your age. Pay off your debts, follow the flowchart basically. Invest in broad index funds, automate everything you can and check in a few times each year. Update as you get raises. It's really simple, but it's so boring that people fuck it up trying to be smarter than the street. If you just ignore that feeling you can easily get near $1 million by your early mid-30s. Stack that cash and keep your nose clean. I know guys who blow it all and I also know guys who bring it all home and invest it. That job probably isn't sustainable, but if you come home with a stack and buy property or another asset you will be set up. If you want to maximize saving for retirement, start maxing out Roth IRA. You can only withdraw contributions before 59.5 years old without penalty. Maximize your 401k and see if your company has matching. I believe the matching doesn't count against your yearly limit. Set aside $10,000 or whatever you deem is a good amount for your emergency fund. The rest in taxable SP 500 index fund. If you are very risk averse, HISA. Read A Simple Path to Wealth. Read the prime directive in the sidebar. Can you put even more away? You can. Great, do it. Open a Roth IRA account and contribute to any tax-advantaged retirement accounts your employer may offer, especially if they match your contributions. Once your money is in those accounts, invest in a broad market ETF or mutual fund. Pay attention to the expensive ratio. You want it to be as low as possible. Time in the market is more important than timing in the market. Set it and forget it until retirement or when you change employers. Wealthfront currently offering 4.8. Loving it for HISA. Well, set up a Roth IRA and max that out, which should be $542 a month. You could target date fund that or broad index fund it. The remaining balance ID reoccurring deposit weekly into broad index funds like VU at like $500 a week. So $2,500-ish going straight into the market, and you could park the other $500 in a HISA if you are looking to save up for something in the near future. Make sure you got a decent little balance in checking AC for unforeseen expenses or have good credit management. Also, getting with a Roth IRA for retirement and starting that at your age is amazing. I started at 26, but the difference is incredible in the long run if you start earlier at 19-20. Just putting $25 in a month is very doable. Put half in CDs and the other half in an SP 500 index fund, till you learn more about investing. Until you hit 50k, just open a HISA. Lending Club is 4.5 and no risk and no minimums. You can even get a debit card for if needed some quickly. There are others mentioned above. What do you want to save for? House? Retirement? Car? Save every bit of it. You won't be doing this forever. The money seems good now, but someday you'll want more. Do you have a path for advancement? If not, think education. Someday you'll want a wife, a home, maybe kids. $4K a month goes away easily. It's great for 19 years old. Congratulations. But unless you are going to learn a lot about investment and start a side business of some sort, or something novel, you need a plan for advancement. Look forward and figure out how you make 8K a month, 10K, etc. Invest in yourself. What's your education plan? Education has a higher return than anything, especially at your age. A huge runway. Find a good financial advisor, fiduciary. If you want a very low risk set it and forget it strategy, just put all of your money into VU until you become more knowledgeable in the investing scene. Then once you acquire more knowledge and become more comfortable, you can broaden your portfolio and take more risks. Go set up a HISA with Wealthfront. 4.8 interest and FDIC insurance, and it's fully liquid like a savings account. From there, and this is the reason I recommend Wealthfront, you can set up automated index fund investment portfolios or bond portfolios for more compound growth. Get you the 50-cent $800 a mo place like me and you'll be Gucci. Index funds are like stocks but safer with historically good returns. If you go this route, just make sure to diversify with index funds to be safer. Read The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins. Good base to work off of. At your age you can be retired very early if you keep this up. Perfect age to fully fund that Roth IRA, and begin the road to that hard first 100K. Create a Fidelity brokerage account. I did a Roth IRA and put it all into an index fund. I recommend FNIL as it has zero fees, and that's where 95% of my money has gone, and it's a reflection of the SP 500, which on average increases 10-11 each year. With compounding interest you'll have a ton of money. Roth IRA contribution rate maxes out at $6,500 a year, so I would max that out every single year so you can take full advantage of the tax breaks, as contributed money is pre-taxed, but when you take it out once you retire, once it's grown enormously, you do not pay taxes on it. Save it. Just live like you're making what you were and save it up for a while. Don't worry about it unless you like the idea of watching the number go up. 1. Your money should be sitting in a bank that has a HISA. Ally, Sophie, Citi, etc. are all options for this. 2. Money you want to put away for your retirement should ideally be going into your company's 401k if you are offered one. I'd say setting it to 15 will put you in a great position down the line. 3. For any additional money you want to save, I'd suggest opening a brokerage or Roth IRA account and putting the rest there. For 2 and 3, choose target index funds which typically end in a year 2065, 2070, etc. The F500 fund and total market are also good options. You may never beat inflation. You want to save at least 6 months worth of pay in H high yield savings account for just in case SH. From there you can talk to your financial institution about what they offer for investments. You can also find invest into your 401k if you haven't started. 10 is a good place to start. It's the best place to start, especially if they do a company match and have a low vested time frame. I'd recommend going in this order. 401k match, contribute to emergency fund in a HISA, pay down debts, Roth IRA HSA optional 529 optional 401k max taxable brokerage account. Everyone's goals are different, but that's a good general guideline to follow. Roth IRA, bonds and index funds. I would caution you against investing it yourself unless you're committed to taking the time to figure out your strategy. I highly suggest reading The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley. Changed my life and the way I thought about money.